It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news here on KALH, weather always comes first. Tropical Storm Padol will bring heavy rain and gusty winds to the northern Mariana Islands through tomorrow. Severe storms may produce a few tornadoes, large hail, severe winds, and heavy rain across the northern plains. The threat's going to shift to the upper Midwest later today. Hot temperatures and fire weather conditions continue in the west. Closer to home, dry and hot weather patterns into the weekend. Slight chance for scattered showers and storms over the weekend, but the chances really don't come back until next week, focused mainly over the mountains. We'll have another look at the weather following this news.
This is Range Control with roadblock information for Friday, August 8th. Highway 70, Highway 380, Highway 54, Owen Road, Nike Avenue, and War Highway are scheduled to remain open all day.
A celebration of life will be held on Friday, August 15th, in remembrance of the two young siblings who were killed in the Ruidoso floods last month. The celebration of life for 7-year-old Sebastian Rowan Trotter and 4-year-old Charlotte Emery Trotter will be held at 1:30 p.m. next Friday at the First Baptist Church of El Paso. In lieu of flowers, the family requests guests bring stuffed animals and or pet supplies to donate to the El Paso Children's Hospital, El Paso Animal Services, and the Ruidoso Humane Society. The parents, Stephanie and Sebastian Trotter, survived the floods but sustained serious injuries. They are a Fort Bliss family. Well, the Rocket City Family Fun Center hosts its grand reopening this evening at 5 p.m. The center includes a 24-lane bowling alley, arcade games, laser tag arena, a full-service restaurant, and a whole lot more. Attendees tonight can also expect thrilling games and giveaways, live entertainment, and exclusive prizes for the first guests. This Saturday will be the La Luz Ag Market.
From 10:30 a.m. until we're sold out. Whether you're looking for immune-boosting elderberry, delicious local honey, or just want to visit all the adorable animals, we've got it all at the La Luz Agricultural Market.
Olivia speaking with Crazy Radio. The event is Saturday morning between the two pistachio farms. The Mescalero Apache Tribe announces that the opening of the Mescalero Veterans Park is just around the corner, but the park is currently closed to the public. There's still a few minor details that have to be finalized, so please refrain from entering the park until the grand opening. The City of Alamogordo presents Fourth Friday with live music by Hear No Evil. The event is free on Friday, August 22nd from 7 until 11 at Washington Park. Well, today is Friday. That means we get a cat chat from Kitty City.
Hi, this is Kathy Denton with Kitty City, and welcome to this week's edition of Cat Chat. The calendar indicates it is August already, and that can only mean one thing. School days are here. That holds true for Kitty City as well, but instead of school kids, we have school kit, as in kittens. Yes, Kitty City has a new classroom of kittens this year. The classroom is a pleasant and roomy patio, which has been permanently erected in the front area of the adoption building. This classroom has the cutest, sweetest, and for the most part, well-behaved students. Their names are Pinta and Santa Maria, the sweetest and most lovable sisters. Aquapaws, who likes to swat at the water, Paisley and Jeeves, adorable sister and brother, Santello and Raphael, beautiful medium-hair gray tabbies who look like twin brothers but are not related, and Kodiak and Annie Lennox, who are boyfriend and girlfriend. Each morning when class is in session, the teachers, who are the workers and volunteers, call the class to order. The kittens always eagerly anticipate the nutritious breakfast they are fed. Following breakfast, the kittens are ready for playtime. They are quickly learning to share their toys with their kitty classmates. During quiet time, you'll find the kittens scattered around on all 3 levels of the catio classroom, usually paired off in twos, happily snuggling and napping for an hour or 2. Following quiet time, the kittens are raring to go. Recess is combined with learning time as the kittens learn to be kind to one another while playing and not to play too rough. Occasionally, a kitten will learn from another by observing the good time it is having running around, playing hide and seek in the cat trees, and climbing the sides of the catio to the upper level. But there's always one student who tends to be more vocal and talks back to the teacher. Kitty City, of course, has its own principal's office, the principal being her fur mama for a bit of disciplining mixed with lots of love. One of the kitten's favorite subjects is people. They love when visitors arrive and enter their classroom. The kits begin to show off and attempt to be noticed, so they will be picked up and cuddled. Needless to say, all the kits are given equal attention by us humans. Classes are over at 12 noon, and the kittens are free to hang out and form friendships and even catch a few Z's. The superintendent of the Kitty City School for Kittens has overwhelmingly given all the kitten students an A+ after their first week of school. These kittens are well on their way to graduating into their forever homes that will be chosen for them by their lucky adopters. So stop by Kitty City at 56 Stanley Ranch Road, Monday through Saturday, between 8 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. to see our Catio classroom and its amazing students. Or visit our website at www.kittycitynm.com to see all of our cats and kittens who are anxiously awaiting their forever family. Tomorrow, Saturday, August 9 and Saturday, August 23, Kitty City will be at the White Sands Mall for our adoption event from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Our summer special of 2 cats or kittens for the price of 1 continues. Twice the cuddles and fun and half the trouble. Alamogordo Animal Control will also be at the mall with dogs and puppies. There are dogs who have been at the shelter way too long and are now a part of the hashtag Alamo Free Furry Friends program, where adoption fees have been discounted or paid in full. This has been Kathy Denton with this week's edition of Cat Chat. I'll be talking to you next week from Kitty City. Kitty City and you. No one loves them better.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Hi, it's me, here to tell you about AlamogordoTownNews.org. This is Otero County's #1 source for local news, sports, and community. Quite frankly, AlamogordoTownNews.org is the big LES news service online. AlamogordoTownNews.org is a Second Life Media affiliated company.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
A mother facing a murder charge in connection to the death of her 1-year-old daughter in Albuquerque made her first appearance in court. Vanessa Chavez was arrested on Wednesday after her 1-year-old daughter died on Saturday. When police arrived, they found the baby's father performing CPR. They took over, but they were unable to save the child. Police say the baby had bruises all over her body. One of Chavez's other children told police his mom was bad to his sister and said she saw his mom slam her into the wall. Chavez is facing a charge of child abuse resulting in death. She's being held behind bars. The state filed for pretrial detention. A judge sentenced a man to life in prison for killing the owner of an Albuquerque massage parlor back in January 2022. Juan Carlos Hernandez is going to spend life in prison plus 21 years for killing Shui Fang on January 24th of 2022. Hernandez shot and killed Fang as prosecutors say he and Jorge Rivera Ramirez entered the business, dragged Fang behind the business by her hair, and shot her 18 times. Last year, Hernandez and Rivera Ramirez were both found guilty of killing Fang. A judge sentenced Rivera Ramirez to life in prison plus 18 years. A trial has been set for the man accused of setting 2 high-profile fires this year. The FBI says Jameson Wagner set fire to the Tesla showroom on the Santa Ana Pueblo back in February, and the Republican Party of New Mexico headquarters in Albuquerque in March. Federal officials say Wagner had a notebook with lists of ingredients to make explosive devices and chlorine gas. He said he also researched information on bulletproof vests and fertilizer for making improvised explosive devices. He's expected to go to trial in federal court on September 14th of next year, facing his 2 counts of arson. Border Patrol officials executed a warrant at a home in Las Cruces yesterday. Homeland Security personnel assisted in this operation. Officials did not confirm the nature of the warrant or identify the person taken into custody. Public broadcasting in New Mexico is facing significant funding cuts, jeopardizing the broadcast service across the state. But in recent years, they've shifted from information and education to biased indoctrination. You see, when I was growing up, Sesame Street taught us things like this. Well, yeah, but also that no matter how we look on the outside, it's what's on the inside that matters. But now,
the more melanin you have, the darker your skin looks. The color of our skin is an important part of who we are.
The Trump administration's decision to eliminate more than $1 billion in funding for local public media has left stations scrambling. Probably the biggest casualty is the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which, after nearly 60 years of support for public media, they've announced they're going to begin shutting down their operation. Albuquerque radio station KUNM expects to lose around 12% of their annual budget. KENW in Portales is going to lose around 27%. KGLP and Gallup, they're facing a 56% cut. Soldiers at Fort Stewart in Georgia witnessed and experienced the harrowing moments when 28-year-old Sergeant Cornelius Radford opened fire on base. I'm sure you heard about that. Officials on base say 5 soldiers were injured during that shooting, but a brave few managed to stop him.
I noticed that he ended up having a hoodie on, OCP, pants, boots, and then ended up having a sidearm.
Sergeant Aaron Turner, speaking with KOAT, is one of the 6 soldiers who teamed up to take down Radford. He happens to also be a native of Farmington. He said he ended up talking to Radford.
Ended up talking to him, trying to disengage him from doing what he's about to end up inflicting.
The sergeant and others were honored for their heroism and bravery, presented with the Meritorious Service Medal by the U.S. Secretary of the Army, Dan Driscoll, yesterday. He said the outpouring of support has been overwhelming. The shooting is still weighing heavily on many. As people recover from the incident, these soldiers' actions are being celebrated. Officials say Radford brought his pistol onto base. Right now, they don't know what the motive was. The incident is still under investigation. But it is rather heartwarming, isn't it, to know that one of the heroes is, well, one of us. Sports and weather are coming up next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
Volleyball season starts very soon. Chaparral and Ruidoso begin on the 19th. Carrizozo and Tularosa on the 22nd. Cloudcroft and Alamogordo, they begin on the 23rd. Football's also just around the corner. Tularosa scrimmages on the 14th at Artesia. Mescalero starts on the 21st. Cloudcroft, Carrizozo, Ruidoso, and Alamogordo on the 22nd. Chaparral on the 23rd. Well, today is Friday. Time to check in with Christy and find out where the fish are biting.
I'm Christy Lepis here on Crazy Radio, and it's time now to see where the fish are biting. At Baton Lake, fishing for catfish was fair to good when using special-made bait. Bill Evans Lake, fishing for catfish was slow to fair when using Joe's flies and Panther Martin spinners. At Bonita Lake, fishing for trout was very good when using rainbow power bait. Brantley Lake, fishing for largemouth bass was good when using night crawlers. Caballo Lake, fishing for white bass was fair to good when using shad, shallow diving minnows, and worms. Carlsbad Municipal Lake, fishing for catfish was good when using night crawlers. Chaparral Park Lake, fishing for catfish was fair to good when using cut chicken breasts covered in Kool-Aid. Elephant Butte Lake, fishing for largemouth bass was fair to good when using baby bass rattle traps and spoons. Fishing for white bass was very good when using topwater lures, spoons, night crawlers, and white grubs, and fair to good when using red-eye white spinners. Fishing for catfish was very good when using bluegill. Grindstone Reservoir, fishing for catfish was slow to fair when using white trout bait. Lake Van, fishing for catfish was good when using chicken thighs and Kool-Aid. Sumner Lake, good conditions for carp fishing. Alto Lake, Baton Lake, Bonito Lake, Carrizozo Recreation Lake, Chaparral Park Lake, Grindstone Reservoir, and Tiburon Ponds are just some of the area waters that were stocked this week. And our catch of the week is, drumroll please, Natalie, age 6, and Haley Sagadraka, age 3, of St. Augustine, Florida, caught 2 18-inch rainbow trout using Potski fire eggs at Seven Springs Kids Pond. That's it for this week. Join us next week as we tell you the fishing hotspots and what they're biting on. For Crazy Radio, I'm Christy Lepis, reminding you to take your family fishing.
Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies, partly cloudy tonight, mostly sunny tomorrow. Your high today in the basin, 99, low tonight of 74, high tomorrow, 98 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly sunny today, with a 30% chance of showers and storms. Partly cloudy tonight, mostly sunny tomorrow, with a 30% chance of showers and storms. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 78, low tonight of 56, high tomorrow, 77 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and you can learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. You can also check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. And that concludes this Friday edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. Enjoy your weekend.